Long ago in a distant land, I, Judge Glenn, the player-hating master of darkness, unleashed an unspeakable homebrew. But a foolish band of players wielding the 5th edition rules stepped forth to oppose me. Before the final blow was struck, I tore open a portal in the OSR and flung them into Dungeon Crawl Classics, where my evil is law. Now the fools seek to return to the past and undo the future that is mighty deeds.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Mighty Deeds, a podcast of high adventure. My name is Glenn. I am your judge for this session, and joining me around the table tonight are...
Carl, I'm playing Arena.
Luke, playing Abramovich, the Barbarian.
Jason, playing Nigel, the Dwarven Cleric.
Michael, Pisces Rising Cancer, playing Albert, the Elf.
So, when we last left our players, after a brief yakety-smack Benny Hill-inspired chase scene, our players were about ready to provide security at the Marshlight Theater for the Dunsweet players as they perform the follies of Duke Hogfat. As the sun begins to descend behind the towers and tenements of Mlurg, Mummer's Court starts filling up with people. Some are residents seeking relief from their cramped homes, but the majority are people seeking to see tonight's performance. A glance notes that most are from Mlurglar's lower class, seeking an evening diversion for a few iron ticks. However, mixed among these less fortunate souls are men and women of better means, tradesmen, merchants, priests, and similar folk, standing aloof from the poor. Furthermore, the occasional veiled or hooded figure, attended by hulking bodyguards or three, waits in the shadows for the doors to open. Observers will notice the fine make of these mysterious bystanders' clothes, hinting that they are slumming nobles come to enjoy a night at Duke Borvat's expense. If one of the PCs is backstage, Luke, they notice Jallo peering out from between the curtains at the house as it fills up. He mutters something ominous and sighs, shaking his head.
Who?
Jallo, the lead actor and guy who wrote the play.
He mutters something?
And shakes his head.
Does I have to ask what he said?
If asked about what concerns him, Jallo says the crowd seems skittish and a bit more rambunctious than usual. He's seen crowds like this before, and they're unpredictable. Crowds such as these have been known to riot if not entertained, or simply get too much wine in them. At this point, the judge should reveal the audience mood tracker and the current state of the crowd. Explain to the players that if the audience's mood ever gets worse than surly, a riot is likely, resulting in the end of the show, and even more troubling, probably no monetary reward for the party. This should put a little more pressure on the party to perform their duties well, and make them aware that hired killers might just be one of the difficulties they face tonight. Okay, so currently the crowd is pleased, but Jallo warns Abramovich this is the kind of crowd that you need a crowd tracker for, because the whole night could be ruined if things go wrong.
Tracker?
It's a ticker at the bottom of the screen.
PCs inside the theater notice an argument occurring in the nobles' seating, area 1-2, just prior to the play's start. A large man and his beanpole wife, both dressed in their best holiday clothes, are contending with a veiled woman wearing a fine silk and damask gown. A towering brute of a bodyguard stands by her side with fists clenched. So you hear these raised voices, not from the nobles' seating. Oh, no, it is the nobles' seating.
Yeah.
You hear these raised voices, and you look up and you immediately spot these two people that have just stood up from their seats, and they look like these are the best clothes they have, right? And then there's this noble woman who's got a veil, and her bodyguard who is, the Rock.
Okay. So I is this for me to do something?
Absolutely,
just to be clear. Okay,
yes.
so I'll walk over and I'll look at the couple, the one that just and my, what wonderful clothing you have on. Where did you ever get that?
The bodyguard
says, "They're in our seats. They must move."
Oh, are they in your seats?
These are Milady's seats.
Okay. Well, I turn to the gentle lady and gentleman in fine clothery,
Right.
and I ask them, oh, "May I see, just for argument's sake, may I please see what seating arrangement you were to be at, if this is not your seating arrangement?"
Okay, they hand you their tickets, and these are indeed their seats.
Okay, I turn to the bodyguard and then I ask, "May I see your tickets to see where your seating is, as it appears that this is their seats?"
This is none of your concern. They will have to move. My lady wishes to sit here.
I'm afraid not, partner.
Hey, you're not there.
She wishes to sit here?
Indeed.
Well, you know that there are seats right over there with much... I lean in to so that she can clearly hear me.
Okay.
But I still speak to him.
Right.
So I lean in and I say, you know that there are much, much better seats. If you just walk down this hallway right here, there are 2 much better seats.
Back down. A less threatening compromise, such as paying off another pair of audience members to give up their seats, require a DC 14 personality check to accomplish. So you roll a D20, add your personality bonus, and try to get a 14 or better.
I believe
Well, my personality's bonus is 0, so let's see. Nope. Wait, is that towards them, or do I have to speak to someone else to pay them off?
Any other solution that allows the noble to get a seat while retaining her dignity succeeds with a DC 10 personality check. The problem is, like, the place is basically sold out. But I'm gonna give you the DC 10 personality check. I'm gonna say that you spotted a pair of seats that maybe somebody had bought, but it looks like they're not showing up, or something like that. So I'm gonna give you another personality check to try to convince them to take these other seats. DC 10.
Oh,
Natural
nat 1.
Ooh,
This will end.
the bodyguard says, "You peasants are disturbing my lady's evening. All of you, out of my way." And he starts to act like he's going to push the guy
No.
from the poorer couple.
So I'm standing
Okay.
here. And
No.
watching this device.
This is his
Nope.
scene.
Okay. I really don't. I'm
I don't want to point out that you just got a crossbow that launches.
well, I understand that.
What?
Jason, your solution to everything. This is not a dungeon, okay?
He could be a vampire. Is all
No,
I'm saying.
he's trying
What
to
I want to do.
diffuse the situation without bloodshed, okay? Believe it or not.
You should have had the 18
Why don't
personality
you-
up there.
Why don't you shut up? This is his scene.
I know. I didn't say anything for him.
Okay, so what I think I'm going to do is, I'm going to stop speaking to him
Okay.
immediately and turn to the veiled woman
Right. Okay.
directly and speak to her and say, oh, no. Okay, so do I have any extra tickets or anything?
Well, you know about these 2 seats that are open.
Uh-huh, okay.
Yeah. So maybe you have the tickets for them, or you have the authority to just give them to somebody.
Okay, because what I want to do is I want to trip a little bit from his action,
Right.
just him being like very forceful, and I want to feign like I'm weak.
Okay, yeah.
And
yeah.
be like, oh, and then look at the ground and or trip up a little bit and then come up with like tickets and be like, oh my goodness, I think I found your tickets. It looks like they go to these seats over here and not these seats.
Okay.
I feel like you have to roll a DC.
But and okay, so I do that and I say that. But I turn to the other couple.
Okay. Now,
I'll roll for that. That's fine.
we're going to roll initiative. You against the guard.
Okay.
If you win, you get to do your thing before him.
If you don't win, someone's like
I rolled an 11.
the rail.
I rolled a 10.
What's your pluses?
That is my. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't roll a 10. I rolled a 9 because my
Plus
initiative is
one?
+2.
That's
You
an
wanna
11.
No. She
No.
rolled a 7.
7.
Oh, you said you.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry.
rolled a 9.
Sorry, I rolled a 7. Sorry.
Want to spend a point of luck this time?
Sure. I
Okay.
got 17 luck.
No, I guess it's it.
I've got 17. I can spend a point of luck. I don't know.
17 too. Oh, no, I don't.
10, 11.
Yeah, 11.
Okay, which is what I got. So before he's able to act, you're able to kind of fumble in between him as you're acting like you're falling or fainting or something.
Whoa!
He doesn't manage to actually shove the guy. It's kind of this little comic moment where he's trying to get in there and you get in and everybody just kind of jostles around and you come up with these other tickets and you give them to
The noble couple in the nicery, not the lady in the bodyguard.
okay, all right, right, yeah. Okay, so you give them, they're not, what I'm saying is they're not that noble, right? These are like their best clothes.
And that's totally fine.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
we're
yeah.
going to treat them
So
like
you take
they're
them- okay,
Yeah, I'm going to
very
treat
good,
them
very
I'm
good.
going to treat them like they're the highest nobles
Everybody
I've
gets an
met.
experience point. Very well done, Carl. You have solved the noble and the blacksmith. Luke. One of the actresses, Etheb, is seen frantically searching the ground backstage prior to the start of the show. If questioned,
I do. What is wrong, my lady?
she worriedly says she's lost her lucky token, a silver button with a theatrical mask etched onto it. She carries it on every performance to ward off misfortune, and on a night like tonight, she feels especially in need of it. Unfortunately, she seems to have lost it.
I look frantically with her for this lucky button, I suppose.
At the end of, oh my god. At the end of that time, each searching character may make a luck check. So you have to roll a d20 and get your 17 luck or less.
18.
Your 18 luck or less. What'd you roll?
17. And I have an 18 luck.
Then you're fine.
Yeah.
I just think it's funny that he rolled exactly a 17.
Yeah, okay. All right, so you're fine. You succeed. You find the lucky charm hidden behind a curtain where it dropped when Etheb. She rewards the discoverer with a flirtatious kiss with a wink that perhaps more is to follow after the show. PCs, blah, 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 blah. Everybody gets an experience point for Luke. Starting the show. The house lights slowly dim as the Dunsweet players' crew extinguish the candles and lamps inside the theater. The audience cheers in anticipation of what's about to begin. Whistles and shouts rise above the clamor, and the sound of stamping feet on the floorboard fills the building with noise. Backstage, the cast exchanges looks mixed with excitement and trepidation. There's the sound of creaking pulleys as the curtain rises and the first players step onto the stage. The show has begun, but how will it end? The first act passes without incident. Okay, so you guys do not know what happens with the next scene at all. You guys skip this entire scene. Okay,
Because
Why?
because it all happens out in the Mummer's Court outside the theater, and none of you are in the lobby. Some gang members show up and beat up all of the food vendors and chase them off. Which during intermission everybody goes out there for food, but you guys didn't know about it, so we're fine. All right, when the Rat Stranglers have caused diversion at the front of the
we
theater,
just lost this adventure because we didn't know there was a food court.
Yeah. Why didn't you tell us that, Dad?
I mean your mood has not gone down yet.
Yet.
I think we should stop pushing the DM.
But the hungry patrons are gonna be.
Okay, everybody, shut up. During the initial inspection,
I have food rations.
Throwing jerky at him. Catch it.
I have some. Just
I have salted meat and holy water.
Jason, make
exotic
a.
turnips.
Everybody, shut up. Jason, make a DC 10 luck check.
Like trying to get above 10?
No, roll and add your luck bonus. Well, a
get
D20 and add your luck bonus. You're trying to get a 10 or better.
So try and get above 10. 21.
All
It's a one.
right, so the play is going on,
Yes.
and you're kind of listening because you're down underneath the stage, right? And then you hear somebody jangling the lock to this door. Somebody is picking the lock. What do you do?
We're closed.
You go over to the door and say you're closed?
Yeah, we're closed right now. You don't want to come in here. It will not be a fun time.
Okay. Okay.
Twins.
What spell do you cast? They do stop. What spell do you cast?
Okay. Well, that depends if they stop.
They stop.
So they stop when I start yelling at them?
They did.
Okay. Okay. Then I wait to hear if they start again.
Okay, they don't. Luke,
Yes, Captain.
roll a d20 and try to get your luck or less.
Yes.
You think you hear somebody messing with this door. What do you do?
I guess I'll go to this door and listen more closely to see what's going on out there.
Okay. As you do so, the door opens, and there's two guys standing there.
I thought we locked those doors.
How'd they get in?
They did. You did lock the door.
Okay.
I'm sorry, gentlemen. If you
Hold
want
on.
The door-
Torches, oil, and kindling in hand. So like standing there with a gas can of gasoline. Yeah. Like actually they opened the door, so they can only be so surprised. But you're standing right there. So they throw the door open. Yeah, you're standing there with your dive sword, and they've got like a bunch of rags, a torch, lighters, Zippo lighters, and cans of gasoline. And they see you, and you see them. Roll for initiative.
Gimbo North the Gnome here. While the lads set up for combat, here's a quick reminder. Although Mighty Deeds is produced dirt cheap, there are still costs associated with making the show. If you would like to support the program, go to patreon.com/Mighty Deeds Pod. If you'll throw a few silver smurdukes in the lad's treasure chest, we'll try to reward you by naming an NPC after you or something like that. Enough talk! To battle!
I got a 9 for this.
I got a 13. All right. So we're both going to try to knock you out. They both have clubs. They try to hit you with the club. They're +2. I got a 10 and a 10. They both miss. You're up.
Can I non-lethally stab him in the head with my Zweihander?
Stab.
Non-lethally stab him in the head.
Non-legally stab.
I would say,
What if you hit him with the butt of the sword?
yeah, like you could club him with the flat of your sword, but you're going to have to roll a d16 for the attack.
I mean, they're evil. Just kill them.
These ruffians. Let's just get them.
Well, you don't want
Yeah.
to catch.
You feel like this is more of a
Oh my god.
arsonists, you could go ahead and kill them situation.
That is going to be a 18.
18 hits.
I thought so.
My armor class is 11.
Oh, minimum damage possible. 4 damage to.
Okay, he's still up.
Do I see this?
Roll a luck check. Roll your luck or less on a d20.
Yes.
Yes, you see it.
Yeah,
Jason,
I
roll
myself
another
to the
luck
initiative
check.
Roll.
So they both try to club you again. 3. Come on.
Pathetic attempts.
Yeah, they're like you're just blocking them. They're and like in the background, some one of the female actresses is like, oh. Sully, you're up.
It's like,
Yeah,
here's my
let's,
Zweihander strike.
Let's bring out my short bow
Okay.
and give it a shot.
So you are in the rafters. I mean,
Can I see it, or would it be better to go downstairs?
Okay.
I think you're probably gonna have to because
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it would be over the backstage area. Yeah, what the heck? They're kind of standing in the doorway. You can get the front one, the one that Luke's already injured.
I can roll a 6,
Okay, well then you can't get the front one.
but an arrow flies, and they.
I
see
mean,
that
they
there's-
have an 11 armor class.
I'm just saying that an arrow flies down, and they're seeing that there's someone
Okay,
up there
yeah,
shooting
yeah,
at
yeah,
them
yeah.
as well.
All right.
I have a dog barking. I can't
Luke.
hear anything.
Yeah, the camera cuts to Jason.
Natural 1!
Nice. The camera cuts to Jason, and he's rubbing the dog on the belly. He's like, "Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy?"
What's great is that the dog realizes something's going on. Is yapping. I'm like, what's wrong? I don't understand.
Timmy fell down the well.
Wait a second. There's a well in here. Where is it?
What's your fumble die?
D16.
Roll a d16.
5.
You trip and fall, wasting this action. You are prone and must use your action to stand next round.
So I like swing my Zweihander, do like a front flip.
Yes.
Yeah.
Pretty bad situation.
Fall down the stairs. We're now out in the alley.
Right, you're now out in the alley. Okay. So this guy, now that you're prone, he doesn't have to worry about engagement. He throws his can of gasoline into the backstage area and takes off running. And this guy throws his torch into the backstage area.
I'm gonna try
and takes off running.
I'm just gonna.
No, you don't.
Can I hit it out of the air with my
No.
Zweihander?
Nope. This is his action.
All right.
Okay. A small fire starts in the backstage area.
Not with my water skin.
Okay. Are you gonna do that, or are you just gonna throw it?
Throw it.
Yeah. Okay. Once the fire is kindled and begins to burn, the PCs have a very brief time to contain or extinguish the blaze. The sooner they realize it, the easier it's put out. Round 1 and 2. The fire can be extinguished by a single PC spending a single action to do so. Character batting down the fire needs something to smother or beat it out with, but otherwise automatically succeeds. So you just throw your water skin down there, it bursts, it put outs the fire.
Okay.
End of threat. Everybody gets another experience point.
Yay!
We are 2 away from leveling up.
That's like, you guys just got through a page and a half of the adventure just like this.
This is super fun.
Yeah, this is awesome.
It's okay.
You're in a
Now-
basement. Spend your whole time in a basement.
What is the
Now, my favorite part of the adventure. Thank you, Mike Curtis, for writing this section. Go ahead,
Mike
what were you gonna
Curtis?
say?
Are there backstage signals? What's the noise? Is
Very,
there a
very
noise
quiet.
Scare back here? Like would that be heard out in the?
Yeah, there's like, there are things that can happen backstage that they notice up front, but that all happens so fast.
Yeah.
Is
They
there?
managed to
Did
cover
we
it up.
develop like signals? So like, if you guys needed me backstage,
We did.
okay, good.
We did.
Of course we did.
Yeah.
What they have...
Talk about it.
No. On either side of the stage, they have these little digital screens for like if your kid is in the
If the kid needs to help with the
if your kid is in the nursery or whatever,
Nursery.
and they can flash the number up there. So now like Irina has her own number and everything, and if it flashes 666, you're supposed to be coming.
It's not digital. It's these number flips.
Right. Like
There's a
adult ball game.
person. There's a guy up there who's like just flipping
There's a
down.
goblin who slides in the numbers. Excellent. The play recommences following the intermission as the audience returns to the theater. Oh, that's right. So you have to pay the penalty
What penalty?
for
Because we didn't know about
food vendor.
because we didn't know there was a food vending thing out
Because
front.
no one told us there was a food
And because we
vending.
didn't know it, we didn't know there was going
Because
to be
we
a
didn't know.
situation. Welcome to DCZ.
Play recommences following the intermission. So I'm gonna. It doesn't say specifically, but I'm gonna knock the audience down to neutral.
Okay.
Oh,
Because there were no snacks, no popcorn, no hot dogs, no
How well
nothing.
did the first act go?
It went fine.
Not only that, did we? So, question.
Amazing. Just fine.
Play recommences following the intermission as the audience returns to the theater. A frantic-looking Jalio seeks out the PCs, approaching them when they are largely in one place.
Okay, so we
His
break
powdered face streaking with nervous sweat.
Yes.
My guardians, your Jalio is in the most terrible predicament. 3 of my players have been struck down by illness. They were fine before the intermission, but now prostrate with chills and retching. I suspect the Duke has poisoned them. I need your aid now, more than ever.
I've always wanted to be a thespian.
Jallo pauses a moment, sizing up the PCs as if evaluating their measurements.
Give me the costume. I mean, what do I say?
With my players laid low,
One more you give me to play. I'll do it.
Let me. You're stepping on my lines. It's the first thing you learn.
Oh, sorry.
I require 3 replacements for the next 2 scenes. Alas, there is no one available. Jalio points out 3 of the characters, announcing triumphantly, "You 3 are near perfect fits for the costumes. May I count on you?" He points his finger dramatically into the air, declaring, "The show must
Continue.
Go on.
continue."
Continue, yeah. Let's do this. Let's rock. Break a leg.
I'm really glad that I feel like you found your
So
calling.
does
So,
everybody
let's
step
go.
up and volunteer?
I don't mean to be rude, but you know I'm a cleric, right? So I like heal
Heal
poison.
Yeah.
Okay, you're gonna go talk to the people who are hurt, who are sick.
Yeah, I mean I could go do that while they're trying to do that.
Okay, perfect.
Preparing for our roles.
Yes.
You just
there's a
heal.
whole thing in here about
Just heal 2 of them.
Yeah.
I feel like this is Albert's time to shine.
A role for like a king or a really powerful lord that I could like role play to be.
play the tiger as well.
I'll play the tiger as well.
All right. So you 3 guys you gal and you 2 guys are fitted out for this next scene. He tells you there are cue cards.
Yeah.
If you look at the edge of the stage, there's a little goblin there with cards, and he's going to flash the cue cards at you. And he's describing this at you as he's like slapping a wig on your head and putting glasses on you, and he pushes you guys out on stage to do this scene. So let's see. I think he wants you to play Lord Jungfreud.
Lord
right?
Jungfreud.
You don't need to write it down. I'm going to give you the script here in a second. He wants you to play the woman, and he wants you to play Dennis. Okay?
Yes, perfect.
You guys ready?
I love not getting a name. A man must have wrote this.
Okay. And you're on stage, and action.
Old woman.
Man,
sorry. What knight lives in that castle over there?
I'm 37.
What?
I'm 37. I'm not old.
Well, I can't just call you man.
Well, you could say Dennis.
Well, I didn't know you were called Dennis.
Well, you didn't bother to find out, did you?
I did say sorry about the old woman, but from behind you looked...
What I object to is that you automatically treat me like an inferior.
Well, I am the lord of these lands.
Oh, Lord, eh? Very nice. And how do you get that, eh? By exploiting the workers? By hanging on to outdated imperialist dogma, which perpetuates the economic and social differences in our society? If there's ever going to be any progress with the...
Dennis, there's some lovely filth down there. Oh, how do you do?
How do you do, good lady? I am Lord Jungfreud, Lord of Mlurg. Whose castle is that?
Lord of where?
Mlurg.
Where's that then?
This whole region. This is Mlurg, and I'm your lord.
I don't know. I didn't know we had a lord. I thought we were an autonomous collective.
You are fooling yourself. We live in a dictatorship, a self-perpetuating autocracy with working classes.
Oh, there you go, bringing classes into it.
That's what it's all about. If only people would hear.
Please, good people, I'm in haste. Who lives in that castle?
No one lives there.
Then who is your lord?
We don't have a lord.
What? I told you. We're an anarcho-syndicist commune. We take turns to do an act for. We take it in turns to act as a sort of effective officer for the week.
Yes.
But all the decisions of that officer have to be ratified by a special bi-weekly meeting.
I understand.
By a simple majority in the case of purely internal affairs. But
please be
quiet.
Majority
Of the more major order.
Be quiet! I order you to be quiet.
Order, eh? Who does he think he is?
I am your lord.
Well, I didn't vote for you.
Don't vote for lords.
Well, how'd you become lord
The
then?
lady of the lake, her arm clad in the purest shimmering samite, held aloft Excalibur from the bosom of the water, signifying by divine providence that I, Lord Jungfreud, was to carry Excalibur. This is why I am your lord.
Listen, strange women lying in ponds distributing swords is no basis for system of government. Supreme executive power derives from a mandate from the masses, not from some partial aquatic ceremony.
Be quiet!
Well, you can't, but you can't expect to wield some supreme executive power just because some watery tart threw a sword.
Shut up!
I mean, if I weren't around saying I was an emperor just because some moistened bint had lobbed a scimitar at me, they'd put me away.
Shut up, will you? Shut up!
Now we see the violence inherent in the system.
Shut up!
Oh, come and see the violence inherent in the system. Help, I'm being repressed.
Bloody peasant!
Oh, what's a giveaway? Did you hear that? Did you hear that, eh? That's what I'm on about. Did you hear him repressing me? You saw it, didn't you?
Excellent job.
And scene.
And scene. All right. Questioning the victims. PCs wishing to question the two stricken actors find them backstage being tended to by one of their fellows. They are in obvious pain, their lips cracked and with dried vomit, and their bodies racked by chills. A cold sweat covers their brows. DC 10 intelligence check.
12 of the die.
Detects a faint smell of lilac in the actor's sweat. A sure sign they've been dosed with rackweed, a common poison used to incapacitate its victim.
Okay.
So you're going to try to cast a spell that's going to remove their poison condition?
Yes.
Okay, tell me more.
Lay on hands.
Okay, can remove poison?
Yep.
All right, give it a
Broken
shot.
limbs, organ
If you're
damage,
roll high
disease,
enough.
paralysis, poison, blindness, or deafness.
Okay.
Depending on how high I roll. Obviously.
Obviously.
What is their alignment?
They are both neutral.
Okay. So I need to get a... It has to be 3.
One of them, by the way, is Brian Blessed.
Oh. That's a little high.
Yeah.
Oh, I feel as if my guts are being torn out. No. Oh, disapproval. Oh.
Well, do we really need them? We literally just did the scene. Do we really need them?
Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't get it up high enough anyways, even if I did. It's not, I mean, it still works. It just doesn't. I have to get up super high, 20 or 21 in order for it to feel the poison.
Yeah.
So it's still like...
Oh, so you wouldn't get disapproval because technically you did lay hands on him.
Right. It works.
It just doesn't...
It doesn't
cure the poison. Makes him feel a little better.
Right.
Doesn't cure the poisoning. Okay, so Jallo comes running back and he grabs you and he's like, "No time!" And he grabs you and he starts dressing you for the next scene, right?
He's like, you know I'm a dwarf, right?
Yes, it's no problem. So he grabs the dog pops out and barks. He has this set of stilts for you, and before you can say anything, he's got you up on the stilts. He's got this robe. It's like a royal robe lined with ermine and stuff, and he gets you up on a stool, and then he puts you in the stilts.
I think I know what scene we're doing now.
He wraps the robe around you, and he's pushing you out onto stage.
Of course.
You're going to be Herbert.
Herbert?
And as soon as Herbert quits talking, you're going to hand your script to him, and you're going to be Captain Dimmond. So you're Herbert. You're Captain Dimmond.
Dimmond.
You're guard number 2. Yet again, your character doesn't have a real name. And your script is kind of messed up the way it's printed, so you have to flip through it really fast.
Right.
And go.
One day, lad, all this will be yours. Oh, no.
What? The curtains?
No, not the curtains, lad. All that you can see stretched out over the hills and valleys of this land. This'll be your kingdom, lad.
But mother...
Father, lad. Father.
But father, I don't want any of that.
Listen, lad, I built this kingdom up from nothing. When I started here, all there was swamp. Other kings said I was daft to build a castle on a swamp, but I built it all the same, just to show them. It sank into the swamp. So I built a second one. That sank into the swamp. So I built a third one. That burned down, fell over, then sank into the swamp. But the fourth one stayed up. And that's what you're gonna get, lad. The strongest castle in these islands.
But I don't want any of that. I'd rather...
Rather what?
I'd rather just sing.
Stop that! You're not going into a song while I'm here. Now listen, lad. In 20 minutes, you're getting married to a girl whose father owns the biggest tracts of land in the 8 cities.
But I don't want land.
Listen, Alice.
Herbert.
We live in a bloody swamp. We need all the land we can get.
But I don't like her.
Don't like her? What's wrong with her? She's beautiful. She's rich. She's got huge tracts of land.
I know, but I don't. But I want the girl that I marry to have a certain special.
Cut that out. Look, you're marrying the princess Lucky, so you better get used to the idea. Guards, make sure the prince doesn't leave this room until I come and get him.
Not to leave this room, even if you come and get him.
No, until I
Take
come
the
and
script
get
and
him.
talk in your mind.
Until you come and get him, we are not to enter the room.
No. You stay in the room and make sure he doesn't leave.
And you'll come and get him?
Right.
We don't need to do anything apart from just stop him entering the room.
No, leaving the room.
Leaving the room, yes.
All right?
Right.
Oh, if we're,
Yes, what is it?
sorry.
No.
Look, it's quite simple. You just stay here and make sure he doesn't leave the room, alright? Right.
Oh, I remember. Can he leave the room with us?
No. You just keep him here and make sure he...
Oh, yes, we'll keep him in here, obviously. But if he had to leave and we were with him...
No. Just keep him here.
Until you or anyone else...
No, not anyone else. Just me.
Just you.
Get back.
Get back.
All right?
Right. We'll stay here until you get back.
And make sure he doesn't leave.
What?
Make sure he doesn't leave.
The prince?
Yes, make sure he doesn't leave.
Oh, yes, of course.
I thought you meant, it seemed a bit daft me having to guard him while he's a guard.
Is that clear?
Oh, quite clear. No problems.
Right.
And then
Where are you going?
We're coming with you.
No. I want you to stay here and make sure he doesn't leave.
Oh, I see. Right.
But father...
Shut your noise, you, and get that suit on. And no singing.
and see. All right. Regardless of must use, PCs must make a personality check with no set DC. Okay, so basically you all make a personality check, which is where you roll a d20, add your personality bonus, and we're going to use whoever gets the best result, because y'all did awesome.
That is 16.
15.
So 16 is the highest result?
Yep.
I didn't roll a 1, so...
If the players perform well, give them a +2 bonus to their personality check, I think.
Ooh.
So what was that, 16?
18.
8.
So it's 18 now? Mm-hmm. Enthusiastic applause. The PCs do an excellent job rising to the occasion and even outshining some of the other actors. Award each... yeah, we don't do that anymore. You guys get 2 experience points.
That's 50.
That's 50.
Level up.
You're given your normal clothes and gear back, and the play continues.
That was so funny.
You guys have fun? I love that. This is a
That was seriously awesome.
part I was looking forward to. The very next scene is featured
Are we featured players now?
on the cover, well, on the inside page of the module.
Someone's going up there.
Michael,
Uh-huh. Taking my...
you return back up there, right? So
Figure
you're
about my time on stage. Yeah. That was so great, the applause. Now I know why they do it. It's so much fun.
Yeah.
all right. You notice 2 figures sneaking in through the skylights.
Question.
Yes.
Does he... Okay, so I'm going to ask you a question.
Yes.
Just for what's going on. Do you signal...
Yes.
In case... So do I see the signal... Because I can see... Can I see up there?
No.
Okay.
I mean, it's literally like in a stage. You know, there's an area above the stage that you can't see from the audience,
Okay.
right? So the only person who could probably see him would be Abramovich, unless you guys have worked out some crazy. Well, but you can't do that because the play's going on, right?
It's just a weird bird.
How do you get up there from?
There's lots of...
A ladder.
There's a ladder right next to where you're standing.
Well,
Is
in that
there?
case, there's a ladder right next to me.
There's a ladder to...
Oh yeah, it
to
says up
110.
to Okay, yeah. So
So-
there is a ladder right next.
So I do a...
Yes.
I do the one-armed ladder climb.
Yeah, I was thinking about
So
that.
funny.
How does that work out?
You see, he's only had one arm his whole life.
Well, he
so
could
has
grab
learned
onto
to
the
do-
side.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
that's what I was thinking too.
Yeah, you
takes
can
his
So at some point, have to let
He's
her
learned-
slide up.
He takes his sword and he cuts the side of the rope that
Yeah,
maintains
Oh my
the
gosh.
curtain. And
Oh.
he rides the
Yeah.
Yeah, of course you do. Of course you do.
Meanwhile, the curtain comes through and hits someone.
Roll 1d6 and get your dex or less. Get your agility or less. Okay, yeah. So you give the signal, which can't be an audible signal. I guess you just have to go.
Traditional theater, they had whistle signals
Okay.
backstage because whistles wouldn't necessarily carry out to the audience.
Okay. All right. So what's your whistle signal? Okay. So you look up, you see it, you cut the rope, you ride it up, and now you're in the rafters too. Roll for initiative.
Roll for initiative! Gimbo North the Gnome here. While the lads set up for combat, here's a quick reminder. You can help spread the infamy of mighty deeds by rating us and writing us a review on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or whatever platform you use to listen to the podcast. All those who do will gain 1 point of permanent luck and the possible favor of Sezrican the Man. Enough talk! To battle!
Each one is going to attack one of you. Michael,
That's a knot.
I got a 12.
No.
Abramovich, I got even worse. You got Michael, you're up.
Let's use my sword.
Okay.
My S word.
Are they over the stage?
Yeah. Like, you are over the stage in progress.
So
I'm
if
just
you
saying.
Kill them,
Oh,
they'll fall onto this.
It could interrupt the play. I mean, they might not fall, but you're going to have to try to do something as you kill them. Definitely.
where did they come in?
From the roof?
Did I hear the
Yes.
whistle?
There are 2 windows up here. No, you didn't hear the whistle. The camera cuts to you, and you're like, roll over. No, sit. Now roll over. Yeah.
Quick question.
Yes.
I do have 50 experience points. Am I officially second level?
You need to, like, train and rest and everything.
That's all I was
Yeah.
asking. Thank you very much.
All right.
So I think what I would like to do is sort of use my sword fighting skills with a Z and push him back towards this ladder. So we're fighting.
So that he'll fall into the offstage
If he
area.
falls to the offstage area. That's the idea.
Okay. So I'm going to let you attack with a D16
Okay.
because you're also trying to push him back.
Okay. It's 10.
Okay?
Does that hit?
No.
11, 12, 13.
13 hits.
Then we'll do that.
Okay?
5.
He has 6.
Okay.
All right, so you stab him, and he is very badly hurt.
Okay.
Abramovich.
He doesn't see it coming, and you just go, ugh, and he's like, oh, God!
So, seeing how badly wounded that first guy was, Abramovich is going to try and take him out with one hit. He's going to draw his Y-hander, and he's going to try and stab it through the guy's chest so it pins him to the wall.
Oh.
No.
No, I love everything about it. I'm going to make you use the D16 again, but yes.
Wait, so you're attacking the one that he just
No, there's
attacked?
2 separate guys.
No.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
+4.
Whatever the guy is.
3.
Okay.
A 7.
7.
Okay, that's not going to
Or
hit.
you can use your...
No.
You don't have to. Yeah,
yeah, you don't have to.
That's fine. All right.
Now,
Yeah.
just out of curiosity, like, how attached are these guys to destroying this play? Like, a guy at 1 hit point is like,
Right?
maybe it's not working.
Yeah, he came in and just like right down through the ribs.
Yeah.
Where that came from, mister?
Yeah. You definitely.
Came from, mister. You have to do a stage whisper.
He gives him a whistle signal which translates to, there's more where that came from, mister.
How that works.
He pulls out
Yeah,
a
she
written.
knows the whistle
He writes him a
signal.
note. Yeah, you definitely think that he might be ready to abandon this entire mission.
Okay.
Abramovich's not so much. Maybe he hasn't exactly seen what happened.
If I saw someone stabbed within an inch of their life, I'd be like, F this.
Well, he was
We're
focused
getting out
on
of here.
Abramovich. I like where you guys are going with this, so I'm going to give Abramovich an intimidation check. Roll a d20
Yeah.
and add your personality
Because he
bonus.
just saw this one-armed man come flying up onto the thing.
Actually, I'll let you use your strength or your personality.
swinging a
that'd be
two-handed
nice.
one-handed.
Natural 1.
A natural 1, yeah. Even after you swung up there, everything else, this guy just feels like he can
Iron
take
will.
you.
He's
the
like,
bigger they are, the harder they fall.
Yeah.
he's definitely like, oh, that's so impressive.
Right, exactly.
Oh,
He's
whatever.
like, I big guys like you for breakfast. Watch this. And he attacks you. Oh, and he's going to hit.
Great.
16 plus 2, 18. He's hoping to drop you
I
with
have an
one
18.
hit with a 3 points of damage.
Absolutely
What
not.
would be great is if you, like, killed
like-
him.
Yeah, no, I leveled up. If that hit, I would have.
Yeah, right.
Right, exactly, right? The other one is going to try to get away from you.
Do I see he's doing that?
Yes. You're going to take your
By
attack
get
of
away,
opportunity?
he's going up the thing and leaving?
Yes.
I'm letting him go.
Okay, he drops his dagger.
Yes.
And he runs away.
Okay, he's gone.
He's like, sweet baby Jesus. Holding on to,
he's like, "Sweet baby Ishtar."
he grabs his arm that's literally held on by a little bit of skin, and he's like, oh God, and he just tries to get out of there.
Sully, now you have to roll your luck or less on a 20 side. Go
Where he
ahead.
drops the dagger.
We're going to see where that dagger lies.
Right, yeah, kills you.
Does it get us?
It lands on a farmer.
When
That's
you did that
really
during
good.
the fight on the catwalk. Fight on the catwalk is prepared. Zero tactical advantage. Mighty deeds of arms. Any character struck for 6 or more points of damage must make a DC 10 reflex save or fall 30 feet to the stage below. An unannounced rival on the boards below interpreted worsens the audience mood by 1 step.
Did it ever get better, or did we always stay just neutral?
Yeah.
It didn't say anything about your acting actually improving their mood.
Great, that's awesome. Even though
I
we
feel bad about
role
that.
played it to death and got an 18 on our personality.
We're so good.
They're
We're
not-
such
they
good
don't care.
actors.
Okay, I think you guys are right. We're gonna move it up one just from your awesome
I'm a
stage
professional actor.
presence.
You know that, right? You're not going to give me that. Thank you very much.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
appreciate that.
Okay, you're up.
I'm up, and he's still over the stage.
That one is yes. Abramovich tried to force him back, but didn't have much luck.
Is he distracted?
By Abramovich, yes.
Yes. Well, I'm going to go ahead and attack him.
Okay.
Do I get advantage on that attack? I'll tell you I rolled a
Sure.
1. Okay, that's a 20.
Nice. So you can see how the catwalk is kind of divided up here. So you do this thing where you do like the flip over
absolutely.
and land over on this catwalk.
Yep.
And give him the old stabberoonie. What?
20 on my crit.
Just go ahead and roll the attack. You might kill him outright.
And of course, I'm about to use my action to catch him.
That's
of
a
course.
7-8. It's an 8.
8 damage?
Yes.
Yeah, so you kill him outright.
Yes.
And yeah, because you got a crit, you kill him in such a way that he falls right into Abramovich's arm.
Yes.
And doesn't fall to the stage
yes.
below.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
Arm.
what you did with your crit.
He falls into Abramovich's arm.
And Abramovich's arm.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Act 5, the grand finale.
Oh.
Having failed to disrupt the play by arson or poison, hey, Jason, your character starts thinking to himself, they've already tried to come in through the basement and didn't make it. Maybe this is a more secure area now and I could move someplace more useful.
Is that what you think?
Nah.
Is that what you think?
He's still playing with his dog.
Yeah.
I mean, do I hear anything going on upstairs?
No.
Okay, didn't probably.
Minutes.
Okay, fine.
Everything's going great.
Having failed to disrupt the play by arson or poison, the Duke, seething with insults directed at him, abandons all caution, consequences be damned. He sets in motion a scheme to destroy the Dunsweet player and ensure no further troupe ever revives the fiascos of Duke Hosfax. As the play rushes to its close, a threefold assault takes place.
Ooh.
One is on the cellar.
Phase 1. Unless the PCs are monitoring the sewer tunnels beneath Mummer's Court, unlikely, but not impossible,
I didn't even know there were.
there were sewers.
you have
Oh my
specifically
goodness.
asked.
Oh, okay.
A hired sorcerer moves adjacent to the theater as Act 5 begins. He casts Animal Summoning, creating hundreds of sewer rats, but no rats of Lankhmar below, which is good because we're not in Lankhmar, to appear. He directs the swarm through the crumbling foundation of the theater. The rats wriggle into the cellar,
Oh, good job.
then scurry into the backstage.
Fluffy, it is our time. Let them weep before us.
You and Fluffy are ready for the fight. Any PC in the cellar,
And it's a rat terrier.
That's right. Rat carrier. Arr.
any PC in the cellar, backstage, or the alley behind the theater either sees the rats enter or hears the muffled yelps as the Dunsweet players encounter the swarm. Beginning on round 5, the rats begin to spill into the stage and the audience. Okay, so round 1. So Jason,
Okay.
you see these rats just start, like little gaps between the rocks and the foundation, start swarming in, and you are face to face with a swarm of rats. What do you do?
What would fighting them be like?
Fighting them would be like
Is that like a pump?
half damage from non-area attacks. They carry disease, but since you're a dwarf, you'd probably get advantage on the saves.
Here's what I'm thinking. I'm gonna have to mash these things with my newly
With your brand new Warhammer.
brand new Warhammer. Has
Yeah.
no blood on it or anything. Mm-hmm. Paralysis would only work on a rat, correct? Not on the swarm.
I think so, yeah.
So, can I send the dog upstairs and have him yap?
He's trained.
First of all, he wants to fight the monsters. Second of all, you haven't had much time to train him.
What do you mean?
I've had a whole
time?
day! And plus, I don't really need to train him. I just need him to yap when he
Can
goes
you
up
roll
there so they get
personality?
attention. I think they'll realize that once they see the dog alone, that the dwarf needs help.
Oh, like a service dog? If a service dog comes up to you
Yeah,
by itself, its owner needs help.
yeah. Clearly.
This is going to be an epically hard roll. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to hand you 2 D30s. And you have to roll both of them underneath your personality.
Are you serious?
in order for this to work.
Both of them combined?
Like either one. Yeah, neither
okay.
one can be. It's basically a disadvantage on the check.
You ready?
I'm ready.
1, 2, 25, 21.
All right, so he kind of runs around a little bit, but he is so gung-ho about fighting these rats.
Well then,
He doesn't really take your orders
But I mean,
properly.
can I see, like... Okay, so are
Not
the
in the
rats
first couple
just in the
rounds.
basement?
Right now, they're just in the basement, yes.
Okay, do I hear shouting and clattering?
well then I just start striking rats.
Okay, roll a luck check. You failed it.
Yeah.
Okay, then no, you don't hear him at first.
The one time we get
Yeah,
20.
roll your attack. What'd you get?
Oh, you want me to roll an actual attack?
Yes. I have armor class 9.
Yep. Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
4, 1.
Okay, so that was round 1. I'm going to counterattack by attacking you. So the swarm is all around you and Fluffy, right?
We're murdering them.
And they're trying to bite in. You're protected. Your boots are thick enough, and apparently
19 for Fluffy.
That's Fluffy's attack?
Yes.
Okay. Fluffy does a D4 with her bite. His bite.
Plus 12. No plus 12.
Just tell me what Fluffy.
I rolled a 1.
You rolled a 1? Okay.
0 damage.
All right.
No, at least a half.
Okay.
Round down.
They're trying to bite you. They're trying to bite Fluffy. Fluffy is like a killing machine, and your boots are protecting you for this first round. Round 2. Roll your attack. I'll give Luke another.
Yes.
Okay, so you hear his battle cry and ecstatic barking from down the steps. What do you do?
All right, I'm gonna charge down there to see what's going on.
You're gonna do what?
Gonna go downstairs.
You're gonna do what?
Go downstairs.
You're not going to tell anyone else?
You're not going to whistle?
Actually, okay.
Oh, that's what I thought you said. You're gonna signal to Sully and to her that there's a problem.
Yes.
Yeah, and then you're gonna run downstairs.
Goblin, put the number at 59.
He's like,
Arena's watching the play, and then she's like, oh, that's me. Excuse me.
She's got the little sticker, and she looks. Oh, that's my child. Excuse me. Pardon me. Sorry.
Sorry.
Always a mom.
Excuse me. Just like, yeah. I was like, excuse me.
And how much damage
Excuse
you
me.
do?
Move.
I mean, I got 1 up higher than last time. So 3 points of damage, however you want to, 1.5.
I'll give you 2 on that.
I can't seem to roll high on this 8. I did that.
Okay, so and Abramovich, you arrived down here this round. Okay. Third round. And what did you do?
When I got the signal, I descended.
Okay, are you going to go down the ladder? Or are you
Is
going to
it
jump?
faster to go down the ladder, or is it faster to feather fall?
It'd be faster than Featherfall.
Then let's do it.
Okay, so you jump down, and now you're here. Okay, on the third round. Well, the first sorcerer works his magic in the sewers.
I gotta do Fluffy step. Come on, you never know. 13 on the die.
4 points of
1.
1 again.
Okay, but I'm giving Fluffy full damage because she was born for this.
Yeah.
So, okay. Well, the first sorcerer works his magic in the sewers. The second approaches the front of the theater, mixing in with the food vendors and drink sellers.
Not anymore.
Who aren't there. Yeah. He enters the theater lobby using his knock spell if the doors are locked and prepares an incantation. 3 rounds after the rat swarm enter the building, he conjures a choking cloud and sends acidic vapors down the main corridor into the pit, then departs the building. Foul-smelling, searing, heightened, humanity, doing, strength. Okay, so here's what happens. Mm-hmm. You're trying to get to the stage.
Mm-hmm.
You come around here, and you're actually going to take this. It's actually going to be faster to take this alley.
Do I see him when I get down the stairs?
You come out here and you see. You're running through the lobby trying to get to this door, which is the quickest way on stage, and you see this suspicious-looking guy dressed in a black robe with a bunch of stars and moons on it, and he's going...
Oh, I shoot him! I shoot him with my steak launcher.
Vampire!
That's exactly what Arena says. She goes, vampire! And
Is that he goes, where?
he stops the incantation.
What?
Me?
What'd you roll?
Oh, I haven't rolled yet. Okay. I rolled an 8,
Okay. He does not have a killer armor class.
That's a good man.
I'm going to use my... Was a 15 a +1, right?
It is a +1.
Okay.
Okay, wait. Stop everything. So what was your total?
8.
8.
8 was your
yet.
total?
No.
Oh, okay.
He hasn't rolled that for
I
you.
haven't rolled my D4
No,
yet.
I was asking for the real attack. 'Cause he only has a 10 armor class. That's why I'm asking.
Yeah, I only got an 8.
Okay, all right.
9.
9.
Okay.
It's a +1.
Still a miss.
11. Or, I'm sorry. Yeah, 9, 10, 11.
Okay, yeah, that's a hit.
Okay, so I'm at 14. And this is a +1. Okay, I'm going to roll a D10.
Come on, Carl. Come on, man.
8.
This hired sorcerer had 10 hit points of damage
Yes.
in his whole life
Flash before his
at
eyes.
that moment, right? So you hit him with this crossbow bolt that's like as as big around as his forearm. Yeah, he's like, vampire where? And then this crossbow bolt ruptures one of his kidneys and his pancreas. And as he looks down, he sees this tent stake sticking out of his side. And you get the feeling he's going to run on his turn. You also spoiled his spell.
I shot him and I go, you should probably leave.
After you said the thing about the vampire.
You shoot him in the
Ticket.
May I see your ticket, sir?
All right. Okay. Carl, Jason,
Yeah.
you're fighting the rat swarm.
Yeah.
Roll your attack.
Come on, Jason.
Come on. 17.
Nice.
That's a hit.
Come on, D8.
Come
on,
on.
Yeah!
9 points.
So 5.
Yeah.
Okay. You're definitely starting to whittle down these
There we
rats.
go. Oh, 3 for Fluffy.
Fluffy misses. Okay.
Fluffy misses this.
Okay.
Spend some luck.
You're definitely starting to whittle down these rats, but it looks like they're trying to swarm up the steps when they run into Abramovich. Oh wait, I'm going to attack you while I have a chance. I hit. Roll a.
Fortitude save?
Yeah, you get a fortitude save. You have advantage on the roll because it's a disease check.
Wow, my advantage was a 5.
5 was the higher of the two rolls.
Yes, it was that or a 3.
Okay. You take 5 whole points of damage.
That seems a lot.
That seems a lot.
That includes the disease. Michael, so now you're backstage.
Yar.
And you hear the fight downstairs.
Yes.
Are you running down the steps?
I think so, yeah.
Do you leap over Abramovich and start killing rats?
Of course.
Or kind of leap, over the rail of the stairs?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just stand alongside him. 13.
13 hits.
3.
3, okay. There's still rats. Abramovich.
Abramovich comes running down the stairs, stomping him with his iron boots and swinging his white-hander. Scores a 17.
Easy hit.
And his damage is 5. Plus 3 is 8. Plus 2 is 5 damage if you have it. 10 damage.
Oh my gosh. There is one summoned rat left.
Oh, Lord.
The king of the rats. The Rocky
He's got a
Balboa
little
of-
crown. He's got a little crown.
He is the Rocky Balboa of rats. He's like, yo, Adrian.
Get out.
Adrian.
After the stage, we're going to get the people in the audience.
All right, so this guy runs off. So, Carl, you keep running backstage?
Well, I don't think so now, since now I'm nervous that there may be someone else coming in.
You lock the front door and keep running backstage?
Yes.
Okay, so you run over, you lock the door, and you're headed backstage. Okay. That's you. Jason.
I killed the last rat.
Yes. Please try.
Please do.
19.
Okay, so you killed the last rat. Okay.
He kicks the rat. He kicks the rat and flies over the dog and catches it in his mouth.
Mighty Deeds is a production of the Murfreesboro Murder Hobo Old School Gaming Association. We're playing Dungeon Crawl classics from Goodman Games, set in Fritz Leiber's World of Nawa. Original music is provided by yours truly and by Joey Hodge. You can check out more of his music at joeyhodge.com. Thanks for listening, and join us next time for more Mighty Deeds.